Hello. All right, there we go. We're on here. We're live. Hello. How are you all doing? So today we are going to do a flam. What's a flam? We're going to have a little look at a flam. All right. And then after that, we're going to move on and do some practice of Yellow by Coldplay from the initial book. Basically, I'm going to walk you through all the parts of that. The reason we're looking at flams is because they come up soon. They're not in this song, but they do come up soon. So we kind of need to start getting to grips with them and how to play them. They are reasonably simple. The idea is easy. So don't worry too much. But here we go. Let's have a little look what a flam is. A flam? What's a flam, apart from a funny name? It's a weird name. So all a flam is when we're hitting often the same drum, but it can be different drums. But we're hitting them at almost the same time. So two hands, we're hitting one hand just a tiny bit before the other. So instead of getting like that at the same time, which sounds basically the same as just hitting one hand, we're hitting one hand slightly before the other. Kind of gives a bigger, fuller sound. It's often used for accents. So the easiest way to start getting to grips with a flam is just to start with one hand higher than the other. So if we start with our left hand lower and our right hand higher, we're just hitting the snare. That's the basics of a flam. All right. So have a go with me. Grab your sticks. Remember, you don't even need a drum kit to practice a lot of this stuff. You could just do it on table, cushion, maybe on a cushion. Don't do it on your bare table. You don't want to ruin your table with your sticks. Maybe you could do it on an old book or something on top of the table. Or like I said, a cushion or something else. And you're just practicing bringing down one stick before the other. So start with your right hand high. And we're just going to hit through 8 times, okay? So here we go. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to swap round. So we're going to get our left hand higher and our right hand lower. And same again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's all a flam is. Right, so we're going to work out a few ways that we can practice this. One really good way to practice is to swap round your flam. So swap which stick is higher and lower. Here's a good way to do that. We're going to hit with our left, lower and right higher. Okay. Left, lower, right, higher. Right again as we're lifting our left up. And then we're going to hit with our left higher and right lower. Left hits again as we get the right hand up. See, we're swapping. We're just swapping around each time, okay? Allowing the bounce of that first hit give us the next one. So we're just relaxing. Like that, okay? So we're going to play these, I think we'll do these as quavers. So we'll count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? Right, so feel free to practice with me. I'm going to play through that a few times. So here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and Okay? So hopefully that's starting to feel a little more natural now. Flams can be really cool, particularly in fill. So if I'm playing a basic beat, even just doing something like that, really simple. Those flams just add our accents. So you can see there's lots of different ways we can use that coming off different drums. All right, let's just have a quick mess around with that. We're going to play left hand on the snare, right hand is going to go around the tom. So we're going to start on the left tom, then right tom, then floor tom. Our main hit is our right hand. Our left hand's going to kind of come slightly earlier than our right. Okay, so it's going to go left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay, so like that. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 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 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that is a flam. It's normally shown with a little note before your main note. This is in the Trinity books anyway, and it's very commonly used, first of all, just on that snare drum. Okay, let's have a look at Yellow by Coldplay. So Yellow uses our basic backbeat that we've done a number of times, but it uses the variation where we're doing the double kick on the second. So Yellow start. Let me just say that again. I'm confusing everybody, I think, today. So Yellow starts with our basic beat that we know quite well, which again is this. All right, but on beat 3, we use the double kick. So it's going to go. Like this, okay? However, there is one more difference. That is, we are using our crash cymbal instead of our hi-hat. So it makes a lot more noise and gives a much fuller sound. All right, like that. In the 4th bar, so bar 4, we also hit that double kick on beat 1, right? So just be careful of that. So the whole of the top line go like this. That double kick, the 1 and the 3 in bar 4. The second line continues in the same way, so we're just on the main rhythm. Until we get again to the 4th bar. There we've got a simple little fill playing quavers snare drum. So it will go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And that takes us into the verse. So if I just play top 2 lines, so bars 1 to 8, and we'll get a good feel of those. Feel free to join in if you want to practice this straight away with me. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. like that. Right, we're then into the verse. So in the verse, we're hitting the kick drum twice on beat 1 and beat 3. So 1 and 3 and. We're moving to the hi-hat, which isn't surprising because the crash cymbals are so noisy, you don't really want to be singing over those. So this brings it all down a little bit, brings the dynamics down a little bit to allow the singing to come through. And we are going to play this for 6 bars. Just like that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? That double kick on 1 and 3 and. You do need to be careful here because if you notice at the beginning of bar 9, just where it says verse, you got 2 little dots beginning there. And if you look at the next line down, just on bar 14, you got 2 dots again. So what those 2 dots mean, you have to repeat that section. All right? So we repeat those 6 bars of that verse. So the first line of the verse, bar 9 onwards, and then bars 13 and 14. So we repeat all of them. So let's have a go at playing through that, shall we? Here we go. So it's on the hi-hat, remember, with double kicks each time. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and repeat. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that is the first part of the verse there, up to bar 14 with the repeat added. You do need to follow that music quite carefully because groups of 6 are a bit harder to count than groups of 4. We get really used to counting music in groups of 4. So when we get to a group of 6 like this, it can be a little bit harder sometimes. Make sure you're following that music carefully. Right, we then get into the last couple of bars before the chorus, bars 15 and 16. And this says trashy HH. It means a trashy hi-hat. So with the hi-hat, that's it closed. Trashy just means we open it. That will do. We don't want it fully open. Again, that just creates too much noise, really. So we just want to open a little bit. All right. And the rhythm is the same. So I'll just play that. Have a listen to this. Hear the difference there in the hi-hat. This is the closed. Trashy. All right. And then we're into the chorus. Chorus is, again, the main rhythm. So from the introduction. So we've got 1 kick on 1 and 2 on 3 and. All right. So the same as the beginning rhythm, but now we're moving to the ride cymbal. So in this song, we're moving all over the cymbals. Okay, so here we go. Chorus, this is the main rhythm. Notice there on the 4th bar, we ended up playing the snare twice on 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay. From 21, we're up onto the crash and then straight back to that ride. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay. So be quick coming back to that ride cymbal. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And then we've got a little break So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play from the beginning of the chorus up to that break, which starts in bar 23. Right? So we're on the ride, like I said. Right, that takes us to 23 where we've got this break. Now the break, again, starts on the crash and the kick, but then we're just doing the kick. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's the floor tom, the snare at the end there of bar 24. We're going 3 and 4 and 3 and 4 and. That's the kick drum on 3 and the number 4. So beat 3 and 4 is the kick drum as well as the snare and floor. Okay? 3 and 4 and. Okay, so let's go from 21. And we're going to finish at the end of that little break with the fill at the end, okay? So all of line starting with bar 21. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. Okay? Then we're into the final part with the same rhythm as the verse. So we've got the kick twice on 1 and 3 and again. But now, just like the intro, we're back up on that really noisy crash cymbal. All right, so it's going to go like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 3 and 4. All right, now you have to be a little bit careful here as well with your counting, because again, we've got 6 bars of that before we finish the whole song just with that kick and crash. All right, so if I go from 25 again up to the end, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 more. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. There we go. So yeah, there is quite a lot to that song, but if you just practice all those parts individually and just don't move on until you're happy with one section, take it a line at a time, all right, and then you'll get this song in no time. It's one of the trickier ones, I guess, in a way, in the initial, because we're moving around the cymbals quite a bit and also using the trashy cymbal, which is probably the first time you may have done that one. So you got to be careful with your foot control and make sure you get that cymbal just open a little bit, not fully open, where it just gets really loud and drowns out the rest of the kit, okay? So let's have a play through the whole song. Okay. Here we go. So from the beginning, I'm just going to play through the whole song. Feel free to play along with me, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I started there with a double kick, which I certainly shouldn't have done. Hang on, let me check my volumes as well. All right, let me go again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Repeat. Whoops. And then trashy. And chorus. Here's the break. Sorry. Go, and that is the whole song played through. So let's go again for that one, the whole song again. And let's see what happens. I can move my seat slightly because bit of a weird trying to talk to you at the same time. That's the problem. All right, here we go. So all of yellow. Repeat. Trashy. Chorus. And that's it. That is all of yellow. Just be really careful with those kick drums. It's very easy to slip on in the wrong place. I think I might even have done that on maybe bar 21. So yeah, just be really careful making sure that the kick drum on beat 1 is correct. Either one, two of them, depending where you are in the song. All right, that's it. Take care, have great fun practicing that, and remember to have fun no matter what. All right, take care. Bye-bye.